Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Choose Your Own Adventure House of Danger is a board game based off a book that I think may have come out in the 70s, 80s. I think that's when it came out, at least when I had my hands on it. House of Danger, the book, is a choose your own adventure game or book where you'd go through it and say, go to page 72. You'd go there, you'd read a little bit, make a decision, and you have 2 or 3 choices you might go to, and you go through it. This is the board game version that came out to kind of prey on your nostalgia of this IP. This is a little fun, very simple game of, a couple stats that you'll be tracking as you go through, some rolling of a simple die, and you'll be making decisions as you go. This will definitely be something you might want to cheat a little bit. I think it's more of a solo activity if you ask me, although it can play up to any number of players, but it tells a little bit neat story. If you're a fan of the book, you're going to like this even more. I want to stress how simple this is. Very simple. A lot of things you'll be doing is just rolling a die and hoping that things turn out the way you want it to. You might even want to flip through, oh, that didn't work out, and round back away and see what else happened. If you ever read a Choose Your Own Adventure book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is something you can get at mass market type stores. I think I got mine at Target. And I think I actually borrowed mine off a buddy, but this is one that was bought from Target. Very, very simple game. You're not looking at a lot here. Now, I think the game shines as a solo game. I think this is one game that you will want to play solo, maybe with a spouse or a partner, but really I think the experience can be kind of condensed in. You're not doing multiple characters or anything like that. Very simple game. So, what I would recommend this, for fans of Choose Your Own Adventure books. I think there's something a little bit different here. If you're in it just for the story and can go with the dice and realize there's some luck, it's a very simplistic gameplay, and you just want to read a book for a night, but you also want to play a game. Boom, you got both at the same time. That's what I think you're going to have here. For me, this is probably a play one time, get rid of, maybe pass it on. This is something you can re-gift to other people. I think you'll be fine with. But the experience itself is really, really fun for a night of solo gaming. And this is when I would say keeper for that, but inevitably I would purge because I don't think it has the replay value you'd be looking for. So here's your Choose Your Own Adventure House of Danger. This will be spoiler free. You don't have to worry about it. And I'll tell you what is a spoiler, but I'm not going to show anything. You're going to get a rule book. This is what you'll see when you first open the box. You're going to have this little board. This is hard cardboard, very nice, with the scales that you'll be using during the game. No spoilers here. And then you'll have some you're going to get some dice and a generic pawn. You're going to get these cards that will kind of be stuck in here. Here are the cards that you'll get. These are not any spoilers. You'll see this as soon as you open it up, the clue that's on the top of it. And you're going to get these big cards. Once again, no spoiler. This will be the first thing that you're kind of looking at and what you'll be reading through. Lots of black and white text and pictures on it. The components are actually pretty good for a definite mass market game. These components are really, really good. So here's the rule book. It's black and white. It's going to have a quick start to it, object of the game, and a picture of setup, which is very much appreciated. And it kind of tells you how to use the cards that you'll be going through. There'll be the danger meter that you'll be utilizing and how to do your challenges and items and boosters. And it gives you a pretty good overview into the game and the golden rule for it, and just a picture on the back. It's actually a pretty good rule book. I didn't have any problems with it. You can probably read it about 4, 5, 10 minutes max, and you'll be ready to go. Excellent job. When you're ready to play the game, you're to look at this for 2 to 5 minutes, whatever you want. Allegedly, it will give you some hints during the game. I don't know that it was very helpful, but it's a nice little thing. Then you flip it over on this side, and you're ready to go. So to set the game up, you're going to put the marker here on the psychic scale. The danger meter will be set to 3. You have your clue card, your story cards, and you have your 2 starter kit cards that will start face up. None of this is a spoiler. This is how you set up the game to begin. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the first card, which is nothing, just to cover it up, and you'll start reading the story. These are no spoilers. You're going to be looking at this as soon as you play. And you look at the bottom here. It'll say continued on the back. Continue to read on the story card 1. You can see the number up here in the top corner, and you continue to read it. And you can see you can draw a clue card here. Not too many spoilers. First thing you're going to run into, you're going to be reading, no decisions have been made yet, and discover your goal. So you're going to look through this deck and find your clue. That is this number 26, and it will give you the goal of what you're trying to do. You're going to put the goal right up here, and you'll be ready to go. And if you have any challenge boosters, you'll be able to put them there. I don't want to give too much away, but pretty much what you'll be doing is you're going through these stories and making decisions. At times, you'll be rolling a 6-sided die to see if you succeed or fail, and your psychic scale will be going up, as will the danger be going up. You do not want the danger to go up, but there'll be times during the game where it must, as will the psychic scale. Now, each chapter you go through the game will give you a different goal. I'm not going to give those away. We don't want any spoilers, but each one you go through is going to have a different goal that you'll be working towards. As the danger meter goes up, it will be harder and harder for you to get challenges. So right now, to do a challenge, I got to roll a 3 or higher. If my meter ever went all the way up here, I would have to roll 5 or higher. And every time it goes up here, you'll -2 to your psychic scale. You want your psychic scale to be higher, and that's kind of like how you score during the game. I don't want to give too much away about it. It's a lot of reading. It's almost like reading an interactive book with some dice rolling involved. You will go through all the chapters, and based on your decisions in the game, you will get an ending. You can play this multiple times because you're inevitably going to die or have an instant death, or get to an ending that you want to see different ones. But, there's not a whole lot going on decision-wise other than choosing which way you want to go. But there's not a whole lot of clues to know where to go, and a simple rolling of a 6-sided die. Recommend this game for? Obviously, people that are fans of the IP. Start there. If you remember this Choose Your Own Adventure book, then you're going to like this. In addition, anybody who wants just maybe a one night, you want to play this for one night, a solo adventure, whatever it costs, $15-20 at Target, you think that's a fair price for a night of entertainment, then I think you can pull this out, you can have a good time. Could you play it more than that? Absolutely, I think you could. With me, it was more like, oh, I died. Let me go back to the last spot. If you read the Choose Your Adventure book, you're with me on here. Or you could restart from the beginning if you wanted to. I think there's 5 chapters in this book that you would go through. I think that's right, 5 missions, if you will. So, yes, I think this is more seen. If you're going to purchase this, I think you should have it in your mindset. Probably going to have one really good experience with this. I'm going to sit down for one night and play through it. Could you do it over multiple nights? Absolutely. If you want to take your time, possibly do each chapter one time, that could be a really fun ordeal. But for me, I think this is actually going to be a purge. I'd recommend playing through it. I'd recommend playing through it solo. I think it's just as much fun as reading a light book. But inevitably, I don't think it's going to have the replay value that you'd want. But for $15 or $20 for nights of entertainment, I think that's a bargain for me. May not be for you, but it is for me. Purge. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.